Now you ready to go for a walk? Here we go. Hey, welcome to the video, guys. I am on my Christmas night walk, getting my steps in, and thought I'd give you a quick overview, like vlog. I don't know if you want to call this a vlog, like a vlog style review of the day. End of the year, 6 days away. I was having that conversation with my dad earlier today, but also had a couple moments. Catch you up to speed. Christmas went beautifully, and my dad's in a nursing home. You call it like a rehab style facility. All right, he's been recovering, fighting some health issues, and just getting old. He's 75. He's been pretty healthy-ish most of his life, but here his last couple months has really been dealing with the fallout and the catching up of all those years of refusing to go to doctors and take medications and be compliant with that. And if this is one of your first videos jumping in, my name's Kia. I am a veteran of local fire department here. I work as a paramedic engineer. Spent over the last 24 years working in healthcare. Started off, private doctor's office to hospitals to clinics to laboratories, bounced around, and now work on the front line. Here recently driving the fire truck more, but frontline paramedic, and kind of done a little bit of everything. And tonight I'm doing my walk and you're going with me. And it's Christmas, and I'm about a week and a half into a 10K step a day challenge that I'm doing with my fitness clients, and was damn near at 10,000 steps before I started this walk. We've gotten so used to having this quiet time, and I really like walking up and down the street. I call it Christmas Street because it's got all this Christmas stuff up, and today being Christmas, it's a great time to get out and enjoy it. It's not terribly cold out. But bring it back to where I was starting in the video earlier, is having that conversation with my dad. But I'm also really familiar with nursing homes. It's actually my first taste of the medical field. I got a job in dietary, serving nursing home residents, and that was over 25 years ago. But what I noticed today, I was sitting there with my dad, is that I got a couple places you're going to end up late in life, and nursing home being one of those. It's the best thing for my dad right now because he needs constant care, and we're all adults. Everybody's got things going on, and this came on somewhat acutely, and nobody's ready to have pops live with them full time. And while we get that sorted, it's a temporary thing. But somehow I always thought when I worked in nursing homes too, like, does this person have a family? Like, how'd they end up like this? And there's a number of reasons why you could. It could be Alzheimer's, you could be rehabbing from a surgery or an injury, you could just be old. And just like our situation, everybody's got their own families and trying to sort out how to get their day-to-day figured out. And then you have an adult parent that needs full-time care, medications, injections, help to the bathroom. And spending time there with Dad, and I was feeding him, and I was thinking, ain't this ironic? I'm pretty sure at one point in my life he was sitting there feeding me. Probably had better things to do. I was sitting there spoon feeding some kid in a diaper, and here we are, roles reversed. But I had left his room to go and grab some stuff, and came across an old guy that was wheeling himself down the hallway. He goes, hey, don't take off. Push me up the hallway. And of course, I obliged. I'm like, yeah, I'll push you, man. Where are you headed? So pushing them a couple steps, and we get to the nursing station, and they're right there, and all the nurses kind of look at me, and they're like, I shouldn't have done that. And I was like, what? Like, that guy never knows where he's at. I'm like, well, he said he was going up there. I was like, just take him back to his room. I'm like, well, I'm not a damn nurse. Can you guys take him? But it turns out this guy is always in a constant state of bewilderment and is always trying to go somewhere. And on his way to wherever he's going, he always forgets that he was headed somewhere. And not to make light of the situation, but I've always thought that was probably the cruelest affliction that anybody could have placed on them. Loss of memory, not know what you're doing, being in a constant state of bewilderment and not sure where you're at. Actually, kind of scary. It makes me think of people that go on like acid trips and they're in this altered state of reality. Reality is what you perceive, right? And so if that's altered, if you're on drugs or something, you know in the back of your mind that eventually that's going to end. But what if that was your permanent like baseline? That's it. And I'm getting back to my dad's room. I was looking at him, you know, like, man, this is it, dude. This is what your life is right now. And he's still recovering. He's doing okay. But it makes you think of where you're going to end up. I'm thinking about myself. I'm like, damn. All right, if the average age of American male here is 74 and a half years old, my dad's 75, and he turned 75 while in one of these nursing homes. You start doing some math, right? Retirement age is 65 and forever moving up because of the cost of things. My retirement age at the fire department as a first responder is 55, and that's in 15 years. You know, and then, you know, your last several years, if you do really well, take care of yourself, you have all your marbles together, you're not divorced, don't have some crippling addiction, and you can physically do stuff, should be okay. But if not, find yourself in and out of doctor's offices and surgeries and recovering. Like, how good is that life? That's what I'm thinking. Start doing the math. You're like, all right, 75, just using some averages here. Retire at 55, 75, that's 20 years. Maybe the last 5 year, dealing with some health stuff. It's 15. And that's banking everything works out well. That's not a lot of time, people. Shit, I just turned 41 this year. And I used to always look forward to being able to say things like I did at the beginning of this video. I've been doing 20 years, experienced this 10 years ago. I bet it goes so quick. I can only imagine the shit I'll be saying when I'm 75. Yeah, 40 years ago, I remember I used to do YouTube. I used to coach clients, used to do this and that. But it got me thinking too, you know, if you can minimize needing to see doctors and medicines and be at the best physical shape possible, we're still gonna avoid a nursing home? That's something I was thinking about. Almost back. I just had my 1 mile notification, that's why I had to pause. Anyways, bring it back full circle. I'm another turn away from my house. But, you know, it was all at the back of my mind throughout Christmas today and celebrating it with my kids. Are getting older. And I'm enjoying what I'm doing and enjoying it now. And I got everything I need, but I can't help but think, shit, one day my ass might be laid up in a diaper in a room, barely able to feed myself. And so where am I going with this? It may sound cliche about like, hey, live every day like it's your last day. The other cliche being, hey, life's short, man. Do what you want. No, I disagree. Life is literally the longest thing you'll ever experience. Think about that. Regardless of how old you are, when you go, you don't experience anything after that. And literally the only thing that could be longer is if you are around to experience it. So is it short? I don't know, in comparison to what? It's literally the longest thing you'll ever experience. Physically experience. Remember we talked about those altered states of reality too? I'm talking about your reality. This is it. And if you're going to be around a long time, past 75 years old, past 80, you want your quality of life to be good. You know, I just sat there feeding my dad, like tucking him in bed before you have to take it off. I'm thinking, damn, at one time he had a house full of kids, and just like mine, one of these houses. One time he had Christmas and everybody was around him and he was the one everybody was relying on, and Now it's the opposite. He needs the help. Made me think how lucky and fortunate I am to be doing what I'm doing and be in the physical shape that I'm in. But also, like, when you know the clock is ticking type of deal, it makes me even put more emphasis on putting my health first. I'm not the healthiest guy. I do shit once in a while. I haven't drank in quite a while. I just don't have the temperament for it. Nicotine and you know what I mean? The things get you through the day, but like long term, I'm generally really healthy. Nothing detrimental with my habits, but it makes me just want to double down on that. I don't want to spend my entire life in the gym. I want to spend it out, you know, doing walks and things I enjoy, and spend time with my family while I got them. But I'm in a good space physically. So I just want to encourage anybody that's thinking that that's not important, or is maybe thinking that there are other things more important. It truly is your health is your wealth, man. And every time I go and visit my dad, see him in the hospital or see him there, I know that. You know, I work in healthcare all these years. It's different. Like, it hits you different. You're dealing with somebody that you're so close with. And seeing the before and after and the changes. I just want to encourage you to put your health first and enjoy the holidays and get your walk in, and to reach out to somebody that understands you and is able to get you the tools and all that you need if you're going to go that route. Longest thing you ever experienced is life. Shit gets even longer if you're laid up in a bed somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I think I'll do more of these. I filmed a video the other day where I was telling some stories about my favorite Christmas memories and sent it to just family. And it was really good to talk about it, but I got some really good responses from them. And I'm hoping by doing some of these walk and talk videos that somebody somewhere will get some benefit out of it. I'll leave some links down below. I'm gonna reach out to me for any the coaching information. The meal prep stuff is in there too. It's really helpful, or even just to connect. I'm busy. I'm never too busy for the things that I enjoy doing. You know what I'm saying? Like this video, like, subscribe, leave some comments. Stay warm. My hand is freezing. I've been holding my hand on my phone. And I think I'm about to go inside and warm up, call it a night. So stay tuned. I'll drop a couple more of these. Until next time, remember, it's about progress, not perfection. Be true to who you are. Coach Kia signing off. Cheers.